And I give a hat tip. I'm going to give a hat tip to a man by the name of Dan Kennedy. He is a marketing guy who's at this point pretty close to retired out of the game, but his material has influenced a ton of marketers who are out there today. Even if you never heard of Dan Kennedy, you have been served by people who did learn from Dan Kennedy up to this point in their careers. There's plenty of marketers out there, young and old, who have been influenced by Dan Kennedy stuff, even if they may not even know who Dan Kennedy is. I've been influenced by stuff before I even knew who he was, because other people basically took stuff that they got from him and they would teach it. And then as I got into his stuff and I learned what he was talking about, and I know he came out way before them, I realized, okay, the stuff that I heard from these newer guys, they got it from him because he was saying it way before they did. And many of them have said they look up to him as a mentor or teacher. So anyway, his name's Dan Kennedy, and you want to look him up. He is not active on the internet, so you have to look this guy up in actual books. You can find his books on the internet, and you can find teachings given by him that maybe somebody else put on the internet. Dan Kennedy's not an internet guy, so I told you he was old, or he'd been around since before the internet was the internet. But anyway, Dan Kennedy has a program. One of his programs, one of his like foundational programs, is what he calls the Renegade Millionaire. And that program is well known by a lot of longtime entrepreneurs who have been in the game for a while. So, in the spirit of me, I was recently going through his Renegade Millionaire program, and I've gone through it more than once. It got me thinking about how can I take this concept of being a renegade and share it with you all, not his stuff, because his stuff was really about how to do it as an entrepreneur in the business.